Hello there, it's me again, Nick Brooke. I gave you a poll and let you choose what kind of stories you wanted me to tell, and you had a choice between the rude one, which everyone wanted, and the shouty one that was the runner-up. And then there was the anti-dog one, which not many of you wanted at all. But, haha, I told you the other ones, so now I can tell you this one. This is the story of Yinkin the Shepherd. It was booning day when Orlanthi listens to the pleas of his dependents. His half-brother Yinkin slunk in, his ears and tail drooping, and he spoke. "Oh, brother Orlanthi, brother Dog has been laughing at me again. He says he does more useful work, and that I just lie around all day. Well, someone's got to guard the granary and keep the evil birds off the fields, I say. But he still scoffs, and he says he could do that job. But I could never do his work and help the boy Voriof herd your cloud sheep around the hill pastures. Oh, Orlanthi, my brother, let me go with Voriof your son and lead the sheep up to their grazing today." Orlanthi rumbled out his big laugh and he said, "Oh, brother Yinkin, you shouldn't pay too much heed to what that skulking brother Dog says to you. We're all different and each of us is good at different things. But if you want to try brother Dog's work for a day, good luck to you. Take my cloud sheep and go with the boy Voriof up to the hill pastures. Ward them well and bring them safely home." So Yinkin and Voriof set off for the hillside with a herd of sheep, and Yinkin thought to himself, "Why are they walking so slowly? They can go faster than this." So he raised his hackles and he snarled out, "Run!" flashing his eyes and teeth at them, and the sheep picked up their heels and fled for the hilltops.
"Why'd you do that?"
asked Voriof. So Yinkin explained.
"Well, I suppose so," said Voriof, "but brother Dog never does it that way."
"Ah, well," said Yinkin, "maybe he likes the slow, lazy walk up." And he cat-smiled, half closing his eyes. They arrived at the hilltop pastures where the cloud sheep had all flocked together and were grazing in the same corner of the same field. And Yinkin the cat thought to himself, "Why are they huddled together, all eating the same bit of grass? They'd be happier each with a patch of his own." So he chased the sheep around the fields until each of them stood shaking and shivering in a place of its own.
"What'd you do that for?"
asked Voriof. So Yinkin explained.
"Oh, I suppose you're right," said Voriof, "but brother Dog never does it that way."
"Ah," said Yinkin, "it must be a much easier job for him when they're all in the same place." And he purred with satisfaction to be doing so much better than his rival. Well, nothing seemed to be happening, so Yinkin took a little nap while the boy Voriof looked after the flock. "Wake me if anything happens," he said. "I fight better when I'm well rested."
"Brother Dog usually runs around the field all day, keeping an eye on the sheep," said Voriof.
"It's a poor workman who always needs to be checking his work," Yinkin replied. "I know those sheep are in good, safe places."
"Well,"
said Voriof, but the cat was already napping. And then, after he'd slept most of the day, he woke up. Everything seemed to be right when he looked around, so he went off across the hills hunting for food for himself and for the boy. He found a rabbit and brought it back to Voriof, who was looking worried. It was getting late. "You didn't have to worry about me. I can take care of myself," said the cat. "And anyway, look what I've found." The boy Voriof said,
"It's not you I was worried about. And anyway, look what I've lost. It's getting dark now, and the sheep are scattered all over the hills. It's going to be hard work for us getting them all back down to the stead."
"Oh, that'll be easy," said Yinkin. With his keen cat's eyes, he could see where every sheep was standing. He sneaked around behind them and growled and yowled, so they all ran downhill with Yinkin nipping at their flanks, and they gathered together again at the bottom of the hills. "That was simple," said Yinkin.
"The sheep look a bit tired now," said Voriof.
"What's that?" asked the cat. "I thought we were supposed to give them some exercise today. They'll all get fat and lazy if they don't run around once in a while."
"I suppose so,"
said the boy Voriof, puzzled. Brother Dog had never pointed this out to him, and he couldn't quite see what was wrong with the argument. But the next day, Chief Orlanthi came to the sheep pen to look at his flock. They had burrs all through their cloud-white fleeces. They looked nervous and lean from all the running around. They shied away from Yinkin when he came close. "How did it go, Yinkin?" asked Orlanthi. "Oh, very easy, my brother," Yinkin replied. "Too easy, in fact. Brother Dog obviously has a cosy enough job here, but it's not really demanding enough to keep my interest. So, if you want, I'll help him out from time to time. But I don't think we need to throw him out of your stead just yet, idle scrounger though he is." Orlanthi laughed, and he scratched his half-brother behind the ears.
"You're right, of course, Brother Yinkin.
You did this so much better than Brother Dog. It's plain he wouldn't be able to compete. But I'm generous, and I'll keep him on. He does this simple job well enough, in his way. If he ever needs help, though, I know who to ask." But strangely enough, from that day to this, Yinkin has never been asked to herd the cloud sheep of Orlanthi again.